This is Gitanjali from Bayan Times. Today's top headlines: COVID-19 tally increases to 534 in Andhra Pradesh. With 9 more people tested positive for coronavirus, the total number of confirmed cases of COVID-19 increased to 534 in Andhra Pradesh on Thursday morning. There was no reports of deaths and the toll remains at 14 and discovery cases at 20 across the state. According to the medical bulletin issued by the government on Thursday morning, the fresh cases were reported from the samples tested between 7 pm on Wednesday and 9 am on Thursday. Out of the 9 cases reported, 3 cases each were reported from Krishna, Kurnool and West Godavari districts. With the addition of fresh cases, the number of cases in Kurnool increased to 113 and the district continues to stand second. Guntur with 122 positive cases of the virus continues to top the list. Nellore with 58 cases and Krishna district with 48 cases occupy 3rd and 4th places respectively. Andhra Pradesh coronavirus stats: 534 total number of cases, 14 deaths, 20 recovered and discharged. Around 90,000 construction workers facing coronavirus lockdown hit in Andhra Pradesh. Valepu Shrinu and Ramanamma from Sanathalupudu Mandal are construction workers. For the past 10 days, they are jobless as most of the projects have stopped due to the ongoing lockdown. K. Tirupati Rao, a head mason and who leads a union of 100 daily wagers, daily sits on the Kurnool Road flyover junction hoping to get a call from contractors in and around Ongole. Rao says he has got only 2 jobs after the lockdown came into force and earned just about Rs 1,500. These are hard times for me and men like me who are dependent on the construction industry. Though the government has extended support by providing us free rice and vegetables, their quantities are insufficient for an entire family. Until the construction sector starts functioning again, we will be in trouble and don't know when will our problem be solved, Tirupati Rao adds. Number of tests in Andhra Pradesh to be doubled to 4,000 per day. Within the next 4 or 5 days, Andhra Pradesh coronavirus testing capacity will be doubled to 4,000 tests per day, officials told Chief Minister Y.S. Jaganmohan Reddy at a review meeting here on Wednesday. At present, 2,100 tests are being done in the state every day and this will be scaled up using TrueNat TB testing equipment, the officials said. The Chief Minister told them to first test the 32,000 odd people identified in family survey. After this, random tests should be conducted across the state, considering every mandal as a unit, Jagan said. As for those in quarantine, officials told Jagan 500 is being spent on each person every day for their food, bed and blanket. Similarly, 50 is spent on each person per day for sanitation and 300 for transport. People in quarantine are provided double or single rooms, the officials said. After doctor's death, his patient shifted to government hospital, clinic shut. A day after the death of a private doctor who had tested positive for COVID-19, his clinic has been reportedly vacated and patients were shifted to Kurnool Government General Hospital. The 76-year-old doctor owned a private nursing home at Old Town area and was reportedly treating hundreds of people from Kurnool and Jogulamba Gadwala district of Telangana. According to sources, at least 100 patients were shifted to the district hospital in 2 APS RTC buses and kept in isolation wards on Wednesday. APS RTC Regional Manager Venkata Ramam, corroborating the same, said District Collector G. Veera Pandian has issued directions regarding the shifting of the patients. Meanwhile, an alert has been sounded by the district administration and police department. The police cautioned Old Town residents if they had recently interacted with the doctor or gone to him for treatment. Similarly, people from neighboring mandals under the limits of Telangana have also been alerted by the local police. EXICC says letter was sent by him Vijay Sai 6 probe. With the extension of lockdown till May 3, the State Energy Department has sought a low-interest loan assistance of Rs 2,000 crore from the Union Ministry of Power to manage the power distribution companies, whose revenue collections have been hit as most industrial units have been closed in view of COVID-19 outbreak. The state also requested the center to frame guidelines regarding the request from information technology industries on waiver of minimum load charges. The state government has given guarantee for power utilities to raise loans to the tune of Rs 3,500 crore last month. However, with the extension of lockdown, the utilities sought the center's help as well. Crisis hit discoms seek Rs 2,000 crore loan from center. With the extension of lockdown till May 3, the State Energy Department has sought a low-interest loan assistance of Rs 2,000 crore from the Union Ministry of Power to manage the power distribution companies, DISCOMs, whose revenue collections have been hit as most industrial units have been closed in view of COVID-19 outbreak. The state also requested the center to frame guidelines regarding the request from information technology, IT industries on waiver of minimum load charges. The state government has given guarantee for power utilities to raise loans to the tune of Rs 3,500 crore last month. However, with the extension of lockdown, the utilities sought the center's help as well. Six fresh COVID-19 cases in Telangana, 8 cured, total tally at 615. 6 new positive cases of COVID-19 were reported in Telangana on Wednesday, taking the total number of active cases to 514 in the state, the government said. The total number of positive cases in the state mounted to 650, a media bulletin on COVID-19. 8 people were cured and discharged from the hospitals on Wednesday, taking the number of cumulatively to 118. No fresh death occurred due to the virus, and the number of people who succumbed to the infectious disease stood at 18. According to the bulletin, virus containment activity is being carried out in 22 districts and 259 clusters in the state. It said 94,514 households have been surveyed, covering the population of 1,13,192. Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao, who held the meeting with Health Minister E. Rajendra and officials, said the government was ready to conduct tests on any number of people and to offer the treatment. Telangana chalking out lockdown exit plan for industries. There is now a glimmer of hope for freedom from the lockdown for some sectors and those dependent on them for their livelihood. They had the first stirrings of hope when Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao, at a review on the status of COVID-19 on Wednesday, said that the state would follow the guidelines of the center for enforcing the lockdown till April 20. This is the first hurdle to cross for the process of normalization to begin, implying that some sectors could be excluded from the lockdown subsequently. Meanwhile, IT and Industries Minister K.T. Rama Rao, interacting with captains of the local IT industry over video conference, said that the state was seized of working out an exit plan for the industry from lockdown. We will discuss the strategy with the industry, he said. In line with center's plan, though both the Chief Minister and the IT Minister did not divulge what sectors would be freed from the lockdown and what the exit plan for the IT sector would be like, it is assumed that it would be in consonance with the plan that the center would come up with. "54 from Hasnapur quarantined." As many as 54 people from Hasnapur village were shifted to the government quarantine center after one of the villagers who went to the Nizamuddin Markaz meeting, which is held in Delhi last month, tested positive for COVID-19. The villager was shifted to Gandhi Hospital in Hyderabad, and after that, district medical and health officials collected his contact list. Those who have came in contact with the infected person were shifted to the government quarantine center. Their samples had been collected and sent to Hyderabad, said the nodal officer. Opposition parties ask CM K. Chandrasekhar Rao to call all-party meet. Opposition parties on Wednesday demanded that Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao convene an all-party meeting to discuss the COVID-19 situation in the state. Led by TPCC President and Nalgonda MP and Uttam Kumar Reddy, representatives of the various opposition parties met at the Exhibition Society office in Nampalli to formulate an action plan. Speaking to the media afterwards, Uttam said the CM had announced that the government would distribute 12 kg rice and 1,500 to white ration card holders. But the promised help has not reached several beneficiaries. He also asked if the rice offered by the centre would be distributed separately or included in the state's package. Panel to explore plasma therapy as COVID cure. A 7-member committee will look into the clinical trial of plasma therapy for the treatment of COVID-19 patients in Telangana. The trial is being seen as an effective treatment option for the last stage COVID-19 patients. The development will be crucial for Telangana as nearly 18 patients died in the state of the disease. The committee set up by the Director of Medical Education, Telangana, and headed by Dr. Raja Rao, Professor of General Medicine, will work in coordination with Indian Council of Medical Research (ICMR) and the Institutional Ethical Committee towards getting permission for the trial. It will draft proposals and send it to ICMR and the Drug Controller General of India for approvals. As of now, permissions were only being sought for Gandhi Hospital and not for private hospitals, the committee officials noted. Telangana Pollution Control Board relaxes its rules to ensure supply of essentials. For industries that are manufacturing medical equipment, life-saving drugs, personal protective equipments (PPEs), sanitizers, and oxygen gas cylinders, the Telangana Pollution Control Board has extended the renewal period of consent to operate permission till August 15, 2020. Additionally, TSPCB has said that these industries can also expand their production activities without seeking consent for establishment and acknowledgement under the provisions of Water Prevention and Control of Pollution Act 1974 and Air Prevention and Control Pollution Act 1981 for the same period. GHMC ensures welfare of 32,000 workers. GHMC has identified 208 construction sites with over 32,008 laborers in the city. Following the orders of Municipal Administration and Urban Development (MAUD) Minister K.T. Rama Rao, GHMC has appointed nodal officers to ensure that groceries and toiletries are provided to all the workers by construction companies. Construction sites were inspected twice by nodal officers in the last 15 days. Builders, developers, CRETII and TREDA provided groceries, vegetables, soaps and sanitizers at all 208 construction labor camps. With this, we conclude with our today's news headlines. For more such latest news and updates, like, share and subscribe By and Times. Stay tuned, stay updated.